Hi first grade, it's Miss Burt here, and this week for social studies we're going to be doing something really cool where we're combining what we've been doing in reading with fairy tales, what we've been doing in social studies with analyzing fairy tales and traditional tales culture, and coding. I know you guys love coding. So I don't know if you've used Scratch Junior before, the app, but that's what we're going to be using to make products like this. Take a look.
Ugh, our room is a mess. Cinderella, come clean our room. All clean.
So like I said, the app we're going to be using to make videos or clips just like that is called Scratch Junior. You're going to go into Manager, look for Scratch Junior. It's spelled SCRATCHJR. Once it's downloaded onto your iPad, you can click into it and then you can watch this tutorial and I'll walk you through the steps to get started. So once you open up your app, you probably won't have any projects yet because you just got it, but you're going to go ahead and go to the blank one with the plus sign and create a new project. Once you open it, you will see a cat in the middle, but we don't want to use this cat, so you're going to tap it and hold onto it and then press the X and it will disappear. Now, before we get started with the next step, I need to tell you what our assignment is. So I want you to think back to a fairy tale that we've read. Probably Cinderella, Cendrillon, Princess Furball, or one of those stories that we are really familiar with because we've talked about it a lot. And I want you to choose one tiny moment that you want to make in Sketch Junior. I, for my example, made Cinderella cleaning a room, and that was already a little bit challenging because she had to do a couple of steps. So I want you to think of one small thing. For example, it could be Cinderella meeting the prince. That could be your entire scene. Or it could be the fairy godmother talking to Cinderella. It could be a mouse turning into a person. Okay? Think of one tiny thing because coding takes a little bit of time to make small things, and we're going to start off small and then grow our ability to code. So think of one small thing that you want to make. This is important because the next thing we're going to do is find a character and make our character. So to do that, you're going to need to know what kind of character you want in your scene. Take a minute and think about it. What character do you want? I'm going to put Cinderella in my scene and show you. Okay, so once you're in here and you've gotten rid of your cat character, you're going to come to the top left and press the plus sign right here. Once you've pressed the plus sign, there will be all these characters that you can choose from. You're going to think of the character that looks the most like the character in your scene from the story. So of course, I'm going to be looking for one that looks like Cinderella. To do the Cinderella that I chose, I thought that this lady looked like a pretty good Cinderella, so I clicked on her. Once I clicked on her, I kind of wanted her to look a little bit different though, so I came up to this paintbrush here and I tapped on it. And it says mother, so of course first I'm going to rename her as Cinderella. So I'm going to tap on this box, backspace, and then type in Cinderella. Great. Now I'm going to press this down key arrow to make my keyboard go away. So now that I'm here, I have my Cinderella and I want to change some of her outfit. So I want her to be wearing a brown shirt. So I'm going to tap on her shirt. Oh, and I made it black. So I've realized now I need to click on my color that I want first, and then I can change the color of her shirt. So I'm going to tap on this brown right here. I think that's a good color. And you can see there's a smudge, so I know I'm using that. And I'm going to tap her shirt. Now her shirt is brown. I kind of like this pink outline because it still makes it a little princessy, so I'm going to leave it like that. I want to give her some different colored pants as well. I think she would look good with some tan pants, so I'm going to pick this tan color. And I'm going to tap her pants. And there they are. Actually, I don't like that so much. Maybe I will give her some blue pants. I think she was already wearing blue pants, but that's okay. I like this color now. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I want to give her some blue eyes too, because I know Cinderella and the one that I grew up watching, she has blue eyes. So I'm going to tap her eyes. Whoops. That's a good idea. So it's a good thing I'm showing you this, because I don't want to have a blue Cinderella. If you tap the wrong thing, you can just come to this back arrow here at the top and press it. And now it's back to the way that it was. So now I'm going to use 2 fingers, and just like this, I'm going to spread them apart on my screen. So I'm going to put them both on the screen, spread them apart, and it will zoom in. Watch as I zoom in. Okay, and I'm going to use those 2 fingers and drag so that I can see her eyes a little bit better. And now I can tap her eyes a little easier. Now they're blue. Okay, now I'm going to press the check mark because I'm done editing my Cinderella. Okay, now I have my character ready. It's labeled Cinderella and she looks right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to think of the setting. The setting is the place or the location that the story is taking place. So I thought that I know that Cinderella, and the scene that I'm thinking of is that she's cleaning up a room. So I'm going to press this picture icon here at the top, and I'm going to see if I can find something that looks like the room she might clean. So I'm coming in here and there's so many options. You can scroll through and look for the one that looks best for you. So I'm going to look through and find one that's inside and it looks like a room. I think this one looks pretty good. I could use this bedroom, but I want to have a lot of empty space to work with, so I'm going to click this empty room. Now that I've selected it, you can see this orange box around it, and I'm going to press the check mark here at the top. If I want to change something about the room, I can come in here and paint, and that will change that background layer. But the things that you put on the background layer, you will not be able to edit or move. So I'm not going to put anything here because I like this room how it is, and I'm just going to press the check mark. Now we have Cinderella in the room that we want her in. So this is where I can start coding. Today, all I want you to do is just make your character and make your setting. So if you, I want you to decide what scene you want to make, which characters are in it, and what your setting is. If you need any other characters, you can go ahead and add them on the side as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make some trash so that she's going to have to clean up from the room. So I'm going to press this plus arrow and I'll show you how I'll make the trash. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make a dust bunny that she cleans up. A dust bunny is kind of like that dirt on the ground that's like fuzzy and hair and gross. You've probably seen them like behind your couch or something, especially if you have a pet. So we're going to make a dust bunny that she's going to sweep up and clean. So I'm going to press this blank one at the top and that will let me make a new drawing. So I pressed the blank one. Oh, I pressed the blank one and I'm going to come up to the paintbrush so it'll let me edit it because right now there's nothing in here. So I'm going to press this edit paint tool. Now I'm going to draw to make my dust bunny. I'm going to use the color gray because I think that will look good for a dust bunny. I'm going to tap it. And I'm going to come over to this squiggle line. That's a draw tool. So I'm going to press that, and this is how you can draw with your finger. For my dust bunny, I just want it to look kind of like a mess. So I'm going to scribble, and then I'm going to scribble back, and scribble, scribble, scribble. And there's my dust bunny. I'm going to, before I leave, I'm going to come up here and title it Dust Bunny so that I know what exactly I'm doing. So I'm going to come up, tap it, backspace, and type in Dust Bunny. So funny. Okay, now I'm gonna press the check mark. Now I see when I come back to my room, my dust bunny is on top of my Cinderella. So I'm gonna move that to where I want it to go. It's gonna go right here in the bottom right hand of my frame, and that's where my dust bunny is for now. And we're gonna go ahead and leave it with that. We're gonna make this simple, maybe a little bit simpler than the first one that I made, but I can show you some more tips and tricks as the week goes on. So once I have my scene done, that is what I'm done with this for the day. We're not going to be doing any more in Scratch Junior. So what I want you to do to submit today is you're going to take a screenshot of this page. So pressing the top lock button and the home screen or the home button at the same time. And now I have a screenshot of this image. That is what I want you to upload to your photo album so I can see your character and your setting that you've made in Scratch Junior so far. I can't wait to see all the scenes that you guys are making, and I'm really excited to see this coding project that we're working on right now. Okay, I will see you guys later. Have a great time doing this, and good luck with your coding. Bye.